I've engaged with previous Chiefs of Navy and the current Chief of Navy about the importance of the non-recurring engineering around the life of type extension if we are going to actually achieve the time frame that has been laid down as being essential. What I'm hearing through evidence today is that there are now a growing number of uncertainties in terms of the range of modifications that will be put in, whether things like power budgets and cooling systems, etc., need to go in, which all have an impact on how the submarine is used. The evidence I was given in not the last estimates, the one before, was that Navy saw no need to create a new statement of requirement or statement of operating intent, which is an essential part of a systems engineering process. So can you tell us now, do you have a statement of requirement from Navy, given the changes that have been talked about, and are you confident that we can go through the non-recurring engineering in a way that identifies all the interfaces, mitigates the risks that will occur, and still meet our 2026 timeframe that has been long held by both governments as being important?
For the sake of continuity between answers from the estimates before last, whenever I wasn't in the department, I'll ask Mr. Chandler to answer that question.
Nice hand pass.
John Chandler, First Assistant Secretary, Submarine. So Senator, in terms of the LOTE project itself, and we do agree with you on the fundamental importance of getting the design process right in LOTE, and it's a very significant body of design work. We do have a requirement set against which we're doing that work, and it's the existing Collins requirement set. The reason that it's the existing Collins requirement set for the LOTE project is that the intent of that project is basically to mitigate risks to extending the life of the current capability. I'd say as we extend the life of the Collins class, we would tend to consider that three broad types of activities need to occur in a way that are integrated together. So the first is effective ongoing sustainment. The second is to the LOTE project to mitigate the risks. And the third is a range of capability upgrades, most notably in the C1439 phases of projects. So in combination, those work together, and the LOTE project, if you understand, is about mitigating risk to the current capability. There will be advancement of the Collins capability in the course of extending their lives, but that will tend to occur through the capability upgrade projects, most notably the 1439 phases.
So the core of my question is that with the discussions now that came up in evidence today that you're even looking at power budgets and cooling systems as you integrate, that says to me there's still a deal of NRE to occur. Are we on track to do that, reach our critical design reviews and actually start the work in the time frame that we have advertised for some years as a critical milestone?
So Senator, we are right in the middle of the design process. We did do a major system design review late last year, and ASC successfully exited that. So there's good evidence of progress being on track there for design. In terms of the design going forward, we do have a target date for completion of that design, but we have received a proposal from ASC to essentially adjust the timing of that design review. I think Mr Wiley gave some testimony to the effect of that. We've received their proposal and we're considering it at the moment, so we're yet to form a final view on it.
And if you accepted that, what would be the impact in schedule in terms of the commencement of the LOTE program and therefore the ability to launch and accept into Navy service the first life of type extended boat?
I don't agree that there's a sort of a given impact from ASC's proposal. So essentially what their proposal is about is trying to maximise our collective capacities to achieve quite a complex design, both on their side in terms of getting the design artefacts together and our ability to receive those artefacts. In terms of the time frame for that, although they've given us a proposal that we're trying to understand, we believe that proposal we'll still achieve a sort of a complete design assessment before we commence what I would call the normal planning for the LOTE FCD. And so when we commence the normal planning for any major maintenance period, one of the things that we do is we check the list of available design candidates that are accepted and ready for implementation. We're still trying to assess the ASC proposal, but we believe it has a chance of still meeting that sort of normal planning cycle. If we do not have changes ready for the normal planning cycle, it is possible for us, and we do this in partnership across the enterprise with Navy and with industry, to occasionally take changes into our planning packages at risk where the design is still in progress. We would tend to do that for more routine changes rather than more substantial changes. So I'm not saying that's a likely outcome in this case, but it is an option that we would consider as we work through the process going forward. So
thank you.